was supposed to be one of Starbucks' biggest sales days of the year, Red Cup Day, when the coffee giant hands out its iconic holiday cups and stores are packed wall to wall. But this year, workers had other plans. Over 1,000 unionized baristas worked out of 65 stores across the United States, turning Red Cup Day into what they are calling the Red Cup Rebellion. From New York to Seattle, Philadelphia to San Diego, picket lines replaced coffee lines. Some stores shut down completely. Others operated with skeleton crews. The message? Crystal clear. No contract, no coffee. Here's what's driving the anger. It's been 4 years since workers first unionized in Buffalo, New York. 4 years. And Starbucks still hasn't finalized a single contract. The last offer from the company? April, 6 months ago. Workers rejected it because it failed to address basic demands: better pay, improved staffing, healthcare benefits. Since then, radio silence from management. Now workers are fighting back, and they are not alone. Enter Zohran Mamdani, New York City's youngest mayor-elect in nearly a century. Back in October, Mamdani stood outside a Manhattan Starbucks with striking baristas and made them a promise. He said, quote, "If you force these workers to go on strike, then I will be there with them on that strike as well."
Look, Starbucks had agreed, they had made a commitment, a public commitment that they would be offering a fair contract to workers. And instead what they've offered are 50-cent raises, by and large, across the board. This is all while they're paying their CEO more than $110 million. A CEO who takes a company private jet to get to and from work much of the time. All while these same workers are being told there's not enough money for them to actually be paid what they're worth.
Fast forward to Friday, Mamdani kept his word. He announced on X, "While workers are on strike, I won't be buying any Starbucks and I'm asking you to join us. Together we can send a powerful message. No contract, no coffee." He didn't hold back in October either, blasting CEO Brian Nichols' $96 million compensation package. That's 6,666 times what the average Starbucks worker makes. The widest CEO to worker pay gap of any Fortune 500 company. Meanwhile, Congress is watching. Over 100 lawmakers led by Bernie Sanders sent a letter to Nichols this week calling the delays troubling and accusing Starbucks of union-busting tactics. The union's demands? They say it would cost less than 1 day's worth of Starbucks sales, less than 4 months of the CEO's pay. Starbucks insists more stores stay open and sales remain strong. But workers aren't backing down. This strike has no end date, and 550 unionized stores are ready to escalate if talks don't resume. The Red Cup Rebellion is just beginning. With Debangna Datta, Bureau Report, India Today Global.